Joining me now is investigative reporter for NBC4 in Washington, D.C., Scott MacFarlane. He's been tracking all these cases for us. Scott, good to have you back on. So Julian Cater, George Tanios, the two men accused of assaulting Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick, they were back in court today. What's the latest in their cases?
Eamon, good afternoon to you. Both asked a judge to release them from jail pending trial, and both were rejected. A medical examiner ruled Officer Sicknick died of natural causes, of multiple strokes after the insurrection. The feds say Cater and Tanios were brutal in their attack, overpowering Sicknick with bear spray and briefly blinding and injuring another officer as well. Both have pleaded not guilty. Neither has a criminal past, but the judge says because they strategized, thought to bring the bear spray, timed the deployment of the bear spray, that they're a danger to the community pending trial. They remain in the D.C. jail, Eamon, until their next hearing next month.
Hey, Scott, there was also an initial court appearance for Jonathan Munafo, who was one of the people captured after the FBI released a series of videos back in March. What did we see happen there?
Yeah, Munafo's from Orlando, Florida. He's not only accused of taking a police riot shield that day, but of punching a Capitol Police officer twice in the head. He just appeared in D.C. federal court, just pleaded not guilty. But really, the significance of this case is the significance of the FBI's tip line. They posted a photo purportedly of Munafo in mid-March. They got their tip in mid-April. He was just recently arrested. This FBI tip line is still active, Eamon. 440 criminal defendants, could be another 50 or 60 arrests still to come.
And I know during Monday's hearing, Inspector General Bolton did not have an answer for why Capitol Police resources were diverted to monitor 3 or 4 counter demonstrators on the day of the insurrection, when the police had already identified, I guess, like 200 members of the extremist group, the Proud Boys, assembling nearby. Do we expect this will come up in tomorrow's hearing?
I really think the focus is going to change from Capitol Police to other federal law enforcement. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, the first time Trump administration officials will have to answer for what happened January 6th. The former Defense Secretary Chris Miller will be asked, I'm told, about delays in responding to what were some urgent calls for help that day. Former Acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen, committee aides tell me he'll likely be asked about the contrast between the Justice Department's response in June 2020 to racial equity protests and what happened during the insurrection. Should be a long hearing, 3 hours. Everybody appears virtually, Eamon.
All right, Scott MacFarlane with that important update. Scott, thank you as always.